Another ironic twist about Jesse James's daughter. He actually used to have two daughters. They were twins. I'm not exactly, or three. He had two or three daughters, and they all looked just about the same, like three twins or girls. Anyway, like I say, Jesse James's father or somebody else, and he's not really Jesse James, by the way. There is the real Jesse James is dead, of course, but he just thought that the name Jesse James was cool, so he named himself Jesse James. Um, or sorry, or that's his stage name. I don't know, Jesse James. Anyway, but they are related to some gun-toting Vietnam vets or something like that used the M16 and ran around back in the day. Hell's Angels, all that stuff, or something like that. Anyway, and basically his father got with that hot girl. Uh, his father would tell the story that, well, she loved me and it was true love, but realistically she would say, well, he had drugs and besides he had raped me. So yeah, I think he put some coke on. She was a young virgin or something like that. She was actually a virgin, only he didn't know it. So he raped her, and afterwards she was bleeding or whatever. So he put some cocaine on it or something like that. It's a really sad. I'm not exactly sure. I might just be making shit up at this point in time, but pretty much yeah. Like anyway, it's something like that. Anyway though, and then like Jesse James ended up owing a lot of money to the wrong kind of people. Um, and anyway though, one of his daughters, I forget. I think one of his daughters might have lost an arm. The other one lost whether it was going to lose an eye or they did lose an eye. I'm not exactly sure. Like the Jesse James family actually is plagued with really bad stuff. I think one of them did lose an eye, and one of them lost an arm or something like that. I'm not exactly sure exactly the details of Jesse James's family, but anyway, I was gonna meet them one point in time. Actually, I wanted to meet them because there's three girls. I mean, it sounds kind of nice taking them to dinner, something like that. Anyway, so that's how I know of them, basically, that Jesse James even had daughters. And like I said, they had a once in a lifetime opportunity to meet me. And anyway, Jesse James said, none of them are going to meet you, blah, blah, blah. He was even much younger back then, basically. And anyway, so he didn't want them to come meet me. Besides, I didn't have drugs anyway. So what good is it to talk to this guy? Anyway, um, so like I said, he said no for them, and I said okay, no. Anyway, and like I said, so later on, like I say, he ends up owing a lot of money to a lot of people, and he only has one daughter left or something like that. I forget what happened to the other three, the other two. Anyway, like I said, they got addicted to drugs just like him. Anyway, and all kinds of other stuff, and pretty much it's mostly his fault about everything. It's all his fault. It's all his father's fault, and his father's before him fault. You know, and like I said, Jesse James's family, the whole family tree is like one really riddled with I mean guns and drugs and alcohol and you would think it was a good thing. It wasn't a good thing. It was mostly just backstabbing. It's a backstabbing family tree. These people backstabbed. Those people stole the stuff, and basically, then I don't know, Vietnam and more backstabbing, guns. Hey, our fathers used to do it. Let's do it too. So anyway, yeah, and then they had one small chance to save some grace, basically, and could have talked to me about mostly they were going to pledge to me on their father's behalf. Actually, I think what was the deal or something like that. They wanted to talk to me mostly because yeah, you know their family tree is fucked, and it has to do with Lucifer too. Like I said, a lot of I don't. It's not fucked because of me, but basically, I mean, you know, I'm the ancient old sheriff in the west, Lucifer Star, yeah, LS. I had a lot of stuff, and they had stolen a lot of stuff from me all throughout the years. So they actually had a large family debt to repay, or to actually ask me for forgiveness or something like that. Because they had stolen and killed my people, basically, or stolen and killed some people. I don't know. I don't really care. Like I said, 800 galaxies, and I've only been alive for one 40-year or 80-year period. And even as Brian, my time on this earth, or time in general, was actually extended because they were going to kill me when I was 9 years old. So it's going to be really bad. Um, and Jesse James might have actually been one of the ones who was going to kill me because, hey, you kill someone and they're dead and then you take their stuff, right? So, and it was known that I was both the American president and the German president, listed as Lucifer Star, or Lucifer. Anyway, I believe. My name's also Brian. Um, like I said, in 100 trillion years, I've only been human one time. And this is it. This is all that I will ever be human for. And then I will be dead, and that's the end of 100 trillion years. That's it. My life form's only got one chance to spend time with me. And considering all the things that the humans and Earth has done, there will no longer be another option for humans or Earth to ever be around me ever again. And I really don't care. Like, other races had spent time with me. Actually, I even been a couple other race life forms before. And I spent time with them and then stopped spending time, and then gone back to whatever. Always been needed in the galaxy, 800 galaxies and millions of planets and all that. It's a lot of life forms that would rather spend time with me. Not to mention, so anyway, like I say, I'm only one life form. So I've just existed for 100 trillion years. Like that galaxy that is coming towards us that will do a flyby or whatever. Yes, it was I put it there, and this one here, 100 trillion years ago. So that's how I know how much time has passed, because I put that one 100 trillion years away. And now if it's only 680 trillion years away, or million years away, billion years away, then that means that much time has passed. It's my little space clock. Yes. I was wondering how much time had passed. I figured it had been a lot. So anyway, yeah. So usually I was out there saving the galaxy and making more galaxies. 800 of them, in fact. Well, some people say it might be as many as 3,000 planets or galaxies. I'm not really sure. I don't really care. But, and maybe just 3,000 or 3,000 of the earliest first planets or something. I started the seeds to everything else. And also knew about space particles. So, not that it really matters. I mean, I already did it. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, lots of cool stuff. So, and I really don't care. I mean, it's like, whatever. I don't have drugs anyway, so I couldn't really give her anything. But yeah, I mean, I'm still Lucifer Star. Stars, stripes, stars on police badges. I like commemorations, all that stuff. And since my name is Star, I thought a star on a badge would be a cool way to commemorate it. I also had police officers and all kinds of other stuff. And star steam engines and circle sprockets and big ships like LS Titanic and other ships. Like I said, LS saddlebags. LS this, LS that. So, and people were looking for me to kill me because they stole all my stuff and killed my people and knew they would have to kill me, blah, blah. Well, they didn't really know exactly who I was, I don't think. So you can tell Jesse James to fuck off. And I'm sorry about his daughters. Actually, when he only had one daughter left, I was like, no, protect her. And I actually sent some protection to keep her safe because she was going to get killed too. She had seen something or done something or something like that, and basically she was going to die. So he can know that actually I'm the one that actually saved her very last daughter from dying. Not that he probably cares about his daughters. I don't know. I don't think he does. But yeah, he was down to one daughter or something like that, or close to one daughter, and I saved her. I had people go and protect her. Powerful people, man. And she would have died, but she didn't, so. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to her or why, but some very, very nasty person liked her more. And liked her all night, in fact. Liked her more than all night, actually. And she was very much his slave, actually. So ironic twist, but yeah. All three of them were his slaves. But whatever. I don't really. Anyway, yeah. And he could kill whoever he wanted.